How can we bring resilience, peace, and harmony in our community, in our family, in our company? Today, I would like to share with you some of the experiences I have had in relation to connecting with a human collective and how storytelling connecting to arts performances, to dance, theater play can be of extreme use for cultivation of peace and harmony in our community. It was maybe for the years 1999 while I was dedicated to the study of holistic health practices, and I was very much diving into energy work, hands-on massage techniques and reflexology and working with sound and the voice, but as well working with performing arts. And in this opportunity, I will be attending some workshops dedicated to facilitate dances of all traditions of the world. And these dances were made in circle. They were not dances for individuals used to express themselves and feel authentic with their own self-expression. It was the next level. These dances were signs or representative of the principles, the values, the stories, the myth of those traditions, tribes, and cultures. And they were dances in which we will connect to some feelings, to some emotions, to some archetypes, and was very important for us to explore. It's at the next level from dancing individually to identify or feel your ability to express yourself and be an individual, to be authentic with all your self-expressions, and to, by holding that experience, connect with each other in a collective. The dance experience was so important for me because it shows me that among all the attendees that will come together to those sessions, we will find people from all religions, pathways, and colors of the world, from different cultures and nations. Despite to all the differences we had, in the process of the dance, by following the principles of the dance, we will discover what we had in common and how to communicate and connect without losing our individuality, our beliefs, our values, our identities. And this created a complete unique experience of dancing. And certainly it brought the whole space for all of us to a new level of understanding of what humanity can achieve. This is the base story for my video presentation today. I would like you to consider that there are alternative pathways in which, without verbal communication, we can achieve an understanding, a connection with our true humanity. And from that base, from that foundation, connect to each other in a harmonious, peaceful way, realizing that our identity, our belief systems don't need to be lost or disappear when we enter this collective of humanity. It was for the year 2014. I was spending several weeks in a peace station in Germany. The generation of people caring for that station were activists against nuclear war. And I had a wonderful time exchanging with them about the stories, their motivation, their own journeys. My journey was different. My journey at that time was more about prevention of war and understanding the principle of peace. And so I dedicated myself to write some books in which we understand the principles of nature, how can they help us sustain life, create sustainable living conditions? For this purpose, I was studying the Book of War by Sun Tzu with all of these principles that are also originated in nature and that have been helping military, politicians, governments, entrepreneurs, investors from all around the world, from all nations and cultures and beliefs, to set strategies for their own convenience, for their own agendas. But at the same time, this book holds the necessary principles for peace. It is the fact that nature principles can be used in many different ways, and you can apply them for peace as well. So the correct understanding of war gives us the understanding of peace and all the way around too. In those years that I was dedicated to organize these peace conversations and demonstrate how nature principles understanding can help us come back to a sense of collaboration, communication, and co-creation. The books I was writing, focusing on sustainability and nature principles, were really helping people to advance their thinking and focusing in a preventive way, looking for peace and harmony in their communities or in their own lives. Because peace is a practice of every day. Non-violence is a practice of every day. It's something that we individually need to achieve, as well we can communicate the value of it to our families and communities. Later on, I will have also faced challenges myself as a mediator in a community, and I will tell you this story in a minute. Nonverbal communication is probably one of the most powerful pathways towards peace because it helps us connect to our emotions and feelings, and it gives us a foundation also for verbal communication. So I've been giving training to entrepreneurs and many people on nonviolence communication by working with specific emotions and feelings and body awareness. A very powerful technique I would like to suggest all of you to learn, and also connected to a conscious breathing practice that can help you release stress, tension, aggression, shocks, impacts, and eventually release also memories of trauma. These techniques have been very useful for me, mostly because in moments in which aggression was around me, in my travels and expeditions, will be more than once that I will face a risky situation because you come to another country, another culture, you ask questions, you go research in archaeological sites, you make notes, and from time to time you may find people, or people will find you, that have not the common interest or beliefs and will feel maybe uncomfortable with you exploring and researching on ancient history in their own locations. And one of these cases happened in Russia while I was exploring some archaeological sites. And then I will use this technique for nonviolent communication and using my knowledge of holistic communication, working in different streams of value that can be helpful to create algorithms for communication and strategically communicate through the body, through the emotions, through the feelings, through the mind, through the words and images, so that you can convey a message with more precision strategically. And I will tell the story what happened in Russia at the time. What's the importance of community and resilience when one of the members of the community feels um, abused or ostracized or discriminated, or somebody's bullying one of the members, but not only one of the members, but everybody around him. So that means that the possibility for community members to stand together depends on their ability to overcome fear and trust each other and collaborate and feel that in the same way that they protect each other, at the same time they protect the targeted individuals in that time. So a situation like that happened when I was in Russia in an off-the-grid community very close to archaeological sites I was researching. And certainly it was a very dangerous and eventually violent situation, but I found a way to communicate with the abuser, the person that was creating the disruption in the community. And without being Russian myself and using very much some keywords for communication and receiving the help of a translator, I will be communicating with this person and encouraging to take responsibility of himself and to join us in the community for a peaceful mediation. This communication was difficult because it could end up in violence or it could end up in agreement. And I think the most powerful thing of that event was that I had the opportunity to use these techniques for peaceful communication, holding on specific positive emotions, despite the violence that, the aggression that I will feel at the moment. This requires certainly from training and also to don't respond with your own emotions and feelings to the aggression. So to follow a principle, a code in which your actions will not be led by aggression themselves, but by the principles you're caring for. And in this case, I could call those principles in the conversation and invite people to act with respect for the community, respect for life, and having honorable actions in relation to other people. In some cases, that's possible when the aggressor try or pretend or intend to live according to some code of conduct and honor. But that is always not so easy to find. There are many cases in life in which the people that is threatening your community, your family, your business, your life, may not follow those values, may not have a code, may not be able to communicate with you, and there is no other way but to protect yourself through other paths. In this case, while I was in Russia, I can say that I was lucky for a few reasons. First, that the community was open and strong to stand together and create a space for communication after the engagement I showed and mediating in the communication with this person. I won't go to details, it was dangerous and uncomfortable and risky, but the point of mediation in peace implies that you need to bring both parties together into an agreement of collaboration, harmony, and peace. And that can only happen when you have peace within. This is so important, not only for these extreme cases, but also for communication in your family, with your love partners, with your children, with your team, and within yourself. When all aspects of yourself are in peace, it's a lot more easy to bring your resources together and unleash your potential. I would like to invite you to reach out, send me a private message with a text, challenge accepted. If you would like to learn the non-violent communication technique and breathing practice I facilitate, if you would like to join the dances for peace, circular dances for peace using the handpan that I will be facilitating this year and the next one, and if you would like to receive a training as a facilitator so that you can bring by those activities and principles, exercises to your team, to your community, to your family, I will be more than grateful to share with you the experience I have been building since the year 1993 and to share real examples and cases and create for you a gamified experience with simulations so that you can get closer to the real situations in which you need to apply those principles and make them tangible and create the positive outcome that you're looking for.